Hey guys, what's up? Let's talk some Motu news because there's a couple of things going on right now. In fact, like one thing that's happening tomorrow, if not today, if you're just now seeing this video, because of course I film these videos at night, so sometimes by the time they actually go up, it's like 9:30 at night, if not later, and then like maybe you've seen them or you woke up and seen it. So depending on when you've seen it, there's some news happening, and one of the news things has to do with, of course, Camo Khan, which that's pretty cool. But yeah, let's talk about this stuff real quick because I want to talk about what it is. I want to talk about if it's cool or not, what I think of it in general, would I buy it, and a couple of the issues that may come up in general about it. Let's do that. Okay, so here we are. We're on, of course, Mattel Creations, and 17 hours from the time that I filmed this, the sneakiest snake, Camo Khan, is coming out, and this is actually pretty cool. First off, I hear that he's fairly rare, which is awesome in its own right. For me, the rareness of a Motu thing doesn't usually come too far into play with me because I'm just now getting in. I'm just now really finding my footing in terms of what I like about it and what I like in it. So let's check this out. Let's go in. Let's look him over real quick. First off, this is him. I really like this head sculpt right here. He's a Snake Man thing. I don't know that I'm 100% sold on these like snappy claws. I don't know what that's about with him, but I like his snake head. I like that in general, especially for something like a Conan the Barbarian property, having a Snake Man-esque creature. Of course, you know I'm 100% into that. I like this green. If that is real, if it really is that shiny green, this vac metal green, at least I'm guessing that's what that is. That's cool. But let's also remember and bring up the fact that we've been fooled before when they released a Tila that looked like it was going to get something like that and didn't get it. She wasn't that gold color. That was a lie. Do I like that Tila? Of course, I love that Tila. She's sitting on that shelf over there right now. But they did lie. So, looking at the back here, that's pretty cool. I like this that's going up the back of him right here, and it flares out. This is awesome. He is a pretty cool figure in general. See a little close up here. His head, that's pretty awesome. Like, for what you're paying, and we're going to get into that here in a minute, actually, this is still relatively an $18 figure. I know you're already able to look over here and see this price. We're going to talk about that. But this is this is an $18 figure in that price range area. That's exactly what this is. We understand the kind of paint ops and things like that we're going to get with something like this. He comes with an extra head, so he's got one where his stuff isn't flared up. Not a big fan of that. I prefer this head with the black right here in the eyes and it's flaring up and his mouth is open. I prefer that head. Different hands. Looks like grabbing hands. So he'll have human-esque hands. That's cool. That I am into because I would flip those claws for those hands and have him hold weapons. That I'm into. Looks like he's going to come with an orange laser gun because reasons? Lizard men need laser guns. Leave them alone, Bill. He's going to come with this blue spit that's going to be kind of see-through. That looks cool. That's sweet. And I really do love that color. That is so cool. This emerald-esque weapon. That is, I can't get over that. That's one of the coolest things he gets. This spit and that. I like his flared head. I like the option of hands so I can have these claws or I can swipe them out for these green hands. I like that a lot. So looking at it here, the hands don't look bad. They look like they belong. And maybe, if you really wanted to do him one crazy solid, maybe you give him one pincher type hand, one normal hand, so he holds a regular weapon, he spits, and he can also grab you with that other thing. Maybe that's an idea too, which they're not kind of playing off that. But that's personally, like I'm thinking about it now, that's pretty cool. I think I would do that. I don't mind the fact that the hands are kind of a goldish color. I guess that's kind of cool. I'm not 100% sold on the pinchy hands. For me, he's a snake man. So while the feet are monstrous, he's kind of like a lizard man, like Lizard Man. And since he's not going to have lizard hands, like clawed hands, I would prefer he just have kind of human-esque hands for the kind of toy that this is. I just feel like that'll help him hold stuff better, and I think it'll have him look better too. That snake is pretty cool, actually, on his chest there. So this is the packaging that he's going to come with. And once again, this is some fine artwork, some legit fine artwork, and this is where he's going to be in the middle of the card, I'm guessing. And then all this right here. So I want to take a look at this for a second. I really do. Over here on the bad guy side, I don't know this dude with the ball, with the chain ball thing. I don't know what that is. That's cool. I would buy that. That's cool. There's Eternia in the background there. We see that. We see Eternia. That's pretty cool. We got all these green hand things. I'm not sure. These are definitely all part of the Snake Men. I knew about King Hiss, and I knew that he had a dinosaur thing, and I think I know about the dude with the wiki snake arms. I actually think I do know about that dude. I don't know these two guys here, the red snake and whatnot. I don't know much about the Snake Men. This is still fairly new to me. And there's the Camo Khan, and that dude, I just started seeing this dude, I was at a toy show not way too long ago, and my daughter said, "Who's this?" And I said, "I don't know," because I really don't know. Even now, I can't bring it back into my memory. I learned his name shortly after that show, and he's awesome. Like, he is so cool. Him I would definitely buy as well. So that's cool. The middle area, we pretty much knew exactly what that was going to be. That's pretty cool. That Snake Men coming off on top of the logo there, that is really cool. It says Adult Collector. They know exactly who they're attacking right now. So let's go over here to, what this is, if I'm not mistaken, is we're looking at the Preternia guys. So this is the giant dude that has the weird hammer-esque thing, which isn't a hammer thing. It like slams down on an enemy and then like grabs them and he can pick them up. I don't know what that's about, in all honesty. That's Hero right there. I call him He-Ro, just like He-Man. There's that hyphen thing in his name, so I don't call him Hero. I call him Hero. I think that's how it's intended. Personally, if you were to ask me, you don't Spider-Man or whatever. Like, that's not the way. That's Spider. There's a secondary word. That's man. So I think he is just like if a guy's name is like Rohan or something like that, just to pull something. If that's a person's name, you understand that's where I'm coming from with this. I think he's Hero. But anyways, he's got that pterodactyl, and that's pretty cool. We got this elder dude back here, which I think he might actually be called like Eternian Elder, but I don't know that for sure. Moss Man is back there, which is pretty cool. And we got King Grayskull. I love that design for King Grayskull. I'm a huge fan of that design. I think he's so good now. I like that he has this dinosaur, but I'm going to be honest with you. I also would prefer that he ride a giant, like, lion thing. And I get that he's supposed to be from like the Preternia days, but dinosaurs and like creatures and things like that, do they still exist on Eternia? Because I got this weird feeling like they do with some of the creatures that I've seen. So like, I don't understand why he wouldn't have like a giant saber-toothed tiger or like a prehistoric lion thing. That would be so much cooler to me personally on that level anyway. And then Mattel, tell me that you are sending messages. Tell me that you are sending messages. I don't know who that is, but I want her for the shelf. If you haven't noticed by now, I like things like Xena. I like things like Red Sonja, and I'm a huge fan of things like I prefer Batgirl over Batman. I've always been that way. One of my all-time favorite heroes is Wonder Woman, and so when you start asking me questions, do I want warrior women? I want all the warrior women, okay? I want them all. I want every single warrior woman that I can get on the shelf over there and on the shelf back there. I want them. So this is cool. I really like that. And Here's the other thing that I'm liking. I like that she has long red hair. Sold on that. I like her outfit in general. That's very female barbarian. It still fits the idea. It reminds me of the blue costume that Red Sonja used to wear. And then the bow and arrow. Yes! Yes, 1000%. I love it. I can't get enough of it. That is my main choice when I play an MMO. Normally, when I play an MMO, I want the bow and arrow. That's what I want. If you find me on ESO, you'll find me as an elven archer redhead. That's what you'll do. That's how you'll find me. I like elves, I like archers, and I like the redhead gimmick because of Red Sonja. Oftentimes when I play these games, I like to make a redhead as a tribute to the scarlet hair of Red Sonja. I like to use bow and arrow, and if you give me the choice of an elf, you better believe I'm taking it. I just like them. They're just something I like. I want that figure. I want it. I don't know what it is. I don't know who it is. I don't care who wants to tell me about it in the comments. Go crazy. Let me know. I want that. And if that is already a thing, I want it. I want it. I want it, but I really want it for Origins, and I really want it for these current Masterverse toys. I want that figure. Please tell me that you are sending messages. I want that. I want that. Okay, let's move on. On the back here, we got all kinds of Snake Men. I'm not sure what this Skeletor is right here. I don't know if that's... Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's really cool, though. The Snake Mountain right there, which we know is coming out now. We know that's a thing. Camo Khan here. So his entire back thing is his like story thing. That is so sick. This is amazing. I really like this. It's like a mini comic. The back of his card is a straight up fold out mini comic. I don't know who that is either. He's also got like an evil sorceress. Unless that's Evelyn in a different costume, that would still be cool too. I like a lot of these lizards and snake men. I do. Like when I'm getting to see them here, these are some cool designs. These are monstrous enemies, bad dudes that would really look great. That's that Thunder Punch. Is that? No. Laser Power He-Man or whatever? I think I kind of know him. This dude's kind of like Trapjaw, but he's got, yeah, I like a lot of these. I like a lot of these monstrous creature things. I'm kind of digging that. I'm really liking that back thing there. Whew! Awesome. Okay. Now let's talk about the price for a minute, shall we? Let's do that, because you know we have to do that. So yes, the price is real. It's $30. And I said that this is the kind of figure that is normally like an $18 figure. But for argument purposes, 100% argument purposes, okay? I'm just going to go to Amazon real quick. I'm going to type in Masters of the Universe. Bink. And I'm going to go down my list here real quick, and I'm going to find what I know to be a deluxe figure, okay? It looks like, although he's on sale, and this is an older figure, let's keep that in mind, Terror Claws I know to be a deluxe figure from Origins, and it's like a $22 figure, okay? $22 figure. And like I said, I know him to be what he is, okay? Looks like $22 if you were to get, the Masterverse or Masters of the Universe, the Mosquitor, he's that price as well. So as I'm sitting here checking some of this stuff out, as I'm looking, there's a bunch of featured deals. They really want me to buy action figures right now. Stop it. Stop it. I can't do it right now. Okay, looks like the elephant dude with the trunk, he's like $26. Oh, and looks like the deluxe leech is $30. Okay, the deluxe leech is $30. I understand that makes leech as expensive as picking up Stridor, which is, we could argue that's a little ridiculous, but it is what it is. If they're selling leech, which is a fairly new figure, if I am not mistaken, at $30, then maybe we are starting to see that these characters are selling for about that price. Looks like if you can get them in the store And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Like Battle Armor Skeletor, Battle Armor He-Man. These characters are about $22. So what I'm gathering here is that about $22 is going to be pretty normal for these figures. And if I'm guessing right, and maybe, I don't know, I only have so much information, but I think, I'm almost positive that what this thing was is I think they made what was going to be a con exclusive. I just, when I'm looking at him, I feel like he was a deluxe that was meant to be a con exclusive. I really do. And I think that's why they're trying to charge $30. But like I said, looking at a couple of the other figures, about $22 is about normal, and about $30 could be expected if you have to go through something like Amazon or whatnot to get it. And it honestly wouldn't surprise me if I could find $30 price tags on some other ones too, multiple heads and things like that. Look, I'm not 100% justifying the price here. I will be honest. $30 for one Origins figure, that's money. That's money because we blatantly know that we can get some of these on crazy sale where they're like $8. If that. That's normal. That's very normal. I got a lot of the figures that I have, like a lot of the figures that I have, came at like $10, $12, $7, because that's the reason I've been able to pick them up the way I have too. The reason I collected so fast and got like a good standing of collection is because every time I turn the corner on Amazon, they're like, please just get this out of our storeroom. You know what? Deluxe figure used to be $20, $9.99. Just take it. And I'm like, I'll take it. You don't have to ask twice. Like clicky clicky. And so I've been picking these things up on sale like crazy. And then there are the ones that you're going to have to go out of your way for. Like finding an Orko in the wild. Even though that Wave 2 is coming back into Targets, I went to Target to try to buy him directly from the website and he wasn't listed. Not the Origins one. You gotta like find him at the store. I could not buy it off Target. I don't know why I couldn't do it. But I can buy him off Amazon for $40. Is that worth it? Arguable. Arguable. Legit. We could have a legit argument as to what the value of Orko really is and whether or not you're wasting your money to buy him for $40. But you could argue that at $40, he is fairly unique. He didn't really come over here in mass abundance. We kind of missed out on him, and through shipping and everything else that you're going to pay in order to get one, $40 might not necessarily be the worst price ever, especially when you figure that most of these are about $18 and you buy Orko and you miss out on buying two that paycheck. You buy one. You could make the argument that that's fine, that that's acceptable. Is it perfect? No. But it is more acceptable than what I was going to have to pay for my She-Ra. Because She-Ra was up there at $80 and beyond. That's not the same argument as Orko sitting at $40. $40's a bit of a hit, but I think it's one you could absorb. To guaranteely get something that you want and get it on your shelf, there's an argument to be made. There's an argument to be had. I think you could justify it. She's a little more difficult, but she is a top-rank character, but still, even with her being as important as she was, I waited, and I got lucky and got her from Big Bad. And that's a question that I haven't really asked either. I haven't checked Big Bad to see if they got some of the Orko stock and whatnot. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get them from there and I'll get it at a proper price. I'm not telling you not to shop around. I'm telling you that we set the value by what we're willing to pay and what we're willing to justify within our own headcanon, basically. You could argue that he's not that overpriced. And you could very much argue that this guy is not necessarily tragically overpriced. But they are limiting you to only two. That's fine. If you got two of them, you could display him in both ways. Human hands with the smaller head, big head with the claw hands, however you wanted. You could make two of them and display them twice. You the man. Or you could have one to set up and one to unbox. You the man. You make that decision. But you're going to pay. You're going to pay over $60 because the shipping and handling is going to hit you too. And then there's the question for people like me. Are we even going to get one? Let's be honest here. Say I decided to get it. Say I decided to put my money in tomorrow. I could do it. Who knows? If I attempted it, this thing is going to sell at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Or today, December 2nd. I don't know when you're watching this video. Or maybe he's already sold out. You get the idea. He's going to sell fast. Even limiting him to 2 per customer so people can't go in and buy like 20 of them, he's going to sell fast. There is no doubt in my mind he's going to go like lightning, like everything else. And he was already considered rare to begin with, from what I understand, right? So this guy is going to go like fast. And if you can't be on your phone ready to buy at 9 a.m., you might not get him. You might not get him. Let's just be honest about it. It's probably not yours. Probably not going to win. Probably not going to get him. But who knows? Personally, I feel like if they were going to do this guy, if they're going to do exclusives from now on, I honestly believe that this line works better on the made-to-orders. I just do. You offer a made-to-order. Yes, people got to wait almost a year to get their figure. I know. That sucks. Time moves faster than you think it does when you're working a full-time job and busting your ass and everything. You'll be fine. Believe it or not, you'll accumulate many more figures in that year, and then you'll have a cool surprise that like, oh man, he's here! Like, it'll be fine. I would rather wait and pay real price than pay scalper prices on the secondary market, and made to order means it's a guarantee. If it's made to order, they say, hey man, do you want one? And I say, yes, or I say, no, and then they charge me. Done. They don't charge me if I say no, that would be rude. But you get the idea. They take your money, you got the figure. You have to wait, but you got it. And it's a guarantee that you got it. And it guarantees their numbers, and it guarantees their fan base that everybody that wants gets. We're not talking to those people right now. We're doing a video. That was rude of them to try to jump in on my video here. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna silence this phone for a minute. That's Fandom Night trying to call me is what that was. We'll get back to them in a minute. But look, I honestly believe that made to order is the way to go with all this stuff. These type of things, these like quick time, big bomb exclusives, good luck, get in here, hope you get it. These are worrisome because chances are I would love to say everybody's going to get it, but you don't know how many they made. You don't know why it's limited to 2. There could be a reason it's limited to 2. Maybe they don't have a whole lot, so they're trying to guarantee that a lot of people get him by only offering 2. And they understand the best idea in a perfect world is that if they have 100,000 of these, 100,000 people get 2 per. That's 1 they can open, 1 they can display. And we're talking like everybody in the world's a collector, but you get the idea. That's the argument that I feel is being made here. And I think that's the reason they would hold it off and limit it to 2. I wish that these things were coming out as made to orders, though. I really, truly, honestly do. It would just be better. It would just be better. But there's also we've talked a lot about this guy, and I think we're done. I think I've given my piece on it. I've talked about where the price is, whether I find it justified. We went over the figure. I told you what I thought of him. And I even talked about how I feel he should have been sold, and that I honestly believe that he must have been designed to be a con exclusive, and now he's not going to be a con exclusive. But there's something else on Mattel Creations right now as well. All right, so look here. I am on the launch calendar now at Mattel Creations, and I'm sure a lot of people have already beat me to this. That's my life. I don't even have free time until like sometimes 5, 6 o'clock at night. So if I'm the last one talking about this, so what? Okay, I still have a couple things to say, and I'm going to say it, and that's the way we do things here. Never expect me to be 100% on the mark. This is your news channel. This is really just news that comes across to me, and I really want to talk about it. But look, we got this December 2nd. We know what that is. We know that's Camo Khan. Camo Khan. I think he's Camo Khan. I've never heard his name physically spoken on a legit canon source yet, so I'm going to name him what I'm going to name him. But if you scroll down just a bit, this is December 2nd, and we come down here, and we find that on December 14th, there's another thing from Masters of the Universe, and we have no idea what it is. We know that this, December 2nd, we know for a fact that that is Camo Khan. What is that? It'll be another 9 a.m. It'll be another good luck if you get it. It's not going to be a made to order or anything, not that I can see. Looks like you don't have to be RLC exclusive member or anything like that, like this stuff. So this is, whatever this is, it's not announced yet. And I mean, it is 100% not announced yet. Not that I can tell, because I go over here, Motu Collectors. There's Camo Khan right there. Sneaky Snake. We know what that is. That's on this list, and we know that's tomorrow. Here's Eternia. That's done. Okay? We've talked all about it. We know. Yes, I got one. Yes. Shogun Masters, I did not talk about. Okay? I did not come on here and talk about it. For me, personally, I don't care about these. Literally in the least. It's not for me. There's things that are for me. There's things that are not for me. If you think Giant Robot He-Man is cool, go buy Giant Robot He-Man. It's awesome for you. It's not something that I care about. But that's fine, because that's the greatness of how big and expansive this material is there's something for everybody, and right there basically proves it. We have Fall Guys. He-Man Fall Guys. I saw that these came out because my daughter plays Fall Guys, and then I saw the figures, and then I said, I still don't care. I don't really play Fall Guys. I have zero interest. These figures, I have zero interest. Go a little further down, and you have the Little People He-Man stuff. Sure, not for me. Maybe if I had like a really young kid or something like that, maybe. Come down here a little more. The Crypto X Motu. No. I absolutely, unless something absolutely floors me, or I just don't know something that's really cool about these things, I have zero desire whatsoever to be involved in any way whatsoever with digital grab bag gotcha toys. No desire at all. None. Literally none. Will not waste my money on something like that. And for you, maybe it's not a waste of money. We all justify what it is that we're into. Nothing there. Nothing there. And then we're falling into Barbies and stuff. It's not on here. It's like 2 weeks away, and it's not on here, whatever it is. I'm maybe after we get the snake and we wait till Tuesday, maybe that's our next Mo Tuesday reveal, is that, hey, this is happening. Whatever it is. Speculation? Let's say I absolutely have to speculate here. I absolutely have to give a guess. Why not? I'm already doing this, so why not just give a guess? We did not reach Keklar. And I'm willing to bet that Keklar was made. I'm willing to bet he was made. And now maybe to recoup the loss that they made Keklar, and then they didn't hit the tier, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe they had just as many Keklars ready to go as there were sets made. They knew, hey, guys, we're making over 9,000 so-and-so, we're building fast or whatever, hey, guys, we're going to hit this number, go make him. And maybe they ran him through the production line. Like, let me click on Eternia here real quick. Eternia hit 9,291 backers by the time it was done. And maybe they made Keklar. Maybe they have 10,000 of them or 15,000 of them ready to go. And maybe they said, crap. They didn't reach the tier. We can't just give them away. Or maybe it was argued, well, we could just give the guy away. We could give the guy away. And no, they didn't reach the tier. Remember when everybody threw this big giant fit about us giving them something free? When we were like, hey, we're just going to give Grayskull. And everybody was like, don't do that. And so like maybe that was a response that they were like, don't change it. Don't announce anything new. Don't give them something for free. Stick to the plan. They don't like it when you change the plan, company loyalty and yada yada, customer loyalty. And maybe they're deciding to sell him. Maybe that's what that is. Maybe Keklar's coming up as something that you can order because they made him. There's also the possibility that this could be maybe they're going to put back out those solid figure things, the ones that they were like all brown or chocolate color or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what they were, but they were art something He-Man guys. I don't know what they were, but I had zero interest in them whatsoever. Maybe it's another Masterverse figure that we don't have, something exclusive, because like I argue that Camo Khan is very much possibly an exclusive that for whatever reason did not go out. I heard something about PowerCon I don't remember what it was, but I thought I heard something about a change or something like that. One of the big cons didn't happen or something, and maybe they had him ready to go. Maybe they had another figure for Masterverse ready to go. And we're going to figure out that that's coming too. That they're going to be like, in 2 weeks after this guy, they'll be like, hey, by the way, this. And maybe it'll be the exact same thing, limited to 2 or whatever. My guess... My hope would be, honestly, not that I think I would get one, to be fair, but my hope would be that maybe it was Keklar. But I honestly hope that they do the same thing with Keklar that they did with some of the other guys like Wondar, where they just made it a made-to-order thing, and they were like, how many people really want this thing? I really hope that that's what they would do with him. To be fair, that I would prefer that for every single one of these guys. But that's my speculation right now. If I had to speculate that it's going to be something for... if I had to speculate that it was going to be something for Masterverse, here's what I would want, but I don't know that it would be a possibility. Give us... especially if it's going to be a con exclusive. If all you got to do is basically a paint op or something special for something that already is designed and you don't have to do any new tooling... give us Hero with the actual gold vac metal armor. And weapon, for that matter. Why was that not already a thing? Like, when they released the Battle Armor He-Man, he was kind of good, and then they brought him back out, and they were like, here he is with the vac metal armor, and he looks fantastic, and we were all like, yes! And then they're like, here's Hero, and he kind of has, like, kind of a gold color, but it's not really that great. He looks fine, but like, yeah. Maybe that would be a good idea. If you were going to run an exclusive for Masterverse, that would be a simple one that they could put out that I'm sure would sell, because that would be amazing. Okay, so I guess I've said enough. I guess I've gone over all my possibilities, and that's some Motu news. So I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to cross my fingers here on Camo Khan. Who knows? Good luck to everybody. We'll see where it goes later on.
I have spoken. Take what you will from it.